Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you? Good to see you guys.
Good morning.
So when are you in here? You go from
We
what?
started at 10, the vaccines, and we ended by 2.
Okay, so hopefully some of them are just setting up. So
We're
Councilman,
supposed to start with 5 in the first 30 minutes.
Councilman, I want to come over. The principal, was that? That gentleman was not here, right?
I don't know Miss Gilbert is here. Miss Gilbert's not here.
Hey dear, how are you?
The principal of the school, Tiffany Gilbert, she's not here.
No, he's not.
Okay.
So, Councilman, let's go over here.
Okay.
So we're
I'm
here.
Council Member Evan Shabazz. Of course, you know this is Congresswoman Sheila
Come on,
Jackson
lady.
Lee.
Come on, just stand. Just on this side, okay? On your side of you.
Okay.
Come on, sweetie. We ain't gonna leave you out. Hello, everybody. How are you? Now, who's that over there? Get over here in this picture. You got Yates on your shirt. Come on over here.
Come on, represent my school.
I love it. Leave that mask on, sister. Are you vaccinated?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. All right. It's a pleasure to be here this morning in the historic Jack Yates. You can't get me. This is just too historic for words. Named after in essence, the founding father of the historic African American community, Jack Yates. We know his family. I knew Miss Whiting. I know the Bostics, or Jackie, and all of her children. And then, of course, this great school, Principal Guillory, and HISD, the great school board, the mayor of the city of Houston. This is our collective effort. This is the city's effort. I'm here with Councilmember Shabazz. So my message is just simple. I love children. I love young people. I love history. I love our future. As a member of the United States Congress, this is a historic district. It would not have existed but for the 1965 Voting Rights Act. We would not have had this chance to vote on the person of your choosing, whether it was Barbara Jordan, whether it was Vicki Leland, Craig Washington, and I'm privileged, Sheila Jackson Lee. But the fight is for you to be here for the future of this congressional district, and that is you've got to get vaccinated. The Delta variant is here. It's going to surge. It may even come back. And people say, well, I've heard that people have gotten it who are vaccinated. You got the flu when you were vaccinated, but you're not in the hospital. You get Delta and you're not vaccinated. Not only are you not in the hospital, you should be, but you have no bed. You can't get to the hospital right now. You're in line to get to the hospital. And the tragedy is people are dying. And they're dying multiple deaths a week. I can't even tell you the numbers. The funeral homes are piled up because somebody said, and every family will tell me, he or she was not vaccinated. So I'm making this stop. I have many places to be. I wouldn't want to be anyplace else right now but Jack Yates to try and encourage you to get over here. Right off of Alabama, you can't miss it. Right off of Scott Street, you can't miss it. The historic Jack Yates, wear your red. There's a great festival outside. A lot of good businesses are outside. Help those guys out and show you got the right stuff. And get over here and get vaccinated. Now, you may have to work during the week. I know you heard that there's some dollar giveaways, and maybe that will encourage you. But if you have to work and you can't get away, this is the day to come over here and get vaccinated. By the way, you're starting school on Monday. Don't let your child go to school who's over 12 years old and not be vaccinated unless they're immune compromised, and we'll work with them. But if your child is okay, they can come right here. Look at these wonderful nurses who are here smiling. They're all smiling and waving. Everybody's waving. United Memorial Medical Center, UMMC, we know that, and we're delighted. And you are?
Shanita Baldwin, the administrative assistant.
Great, all right. I know she does a lot of that hard work.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very, very, very good. Thank you so very much. Your first name?
Sahar.
Sahad is here.
Hiya.
Hiya is here.
Lola.
Lola is here. You can't miss that. These are some good folks. HISD police are here. Give them a very big hand.
Woo!
Show them over there. Wave over there. Show them over there. Great. All right. And then my esteemed colleague, Destination D, she's got me saying it. I'm saying the historic 18th Congressional District, so she's got a name for D, Destination D, and that is the Honorable Carolyn Shabazz, Carolyn Evans Shabazz.
Thank you. Thank you, Congresswoman. Of course, I am a graduate of this illustrious high school, Jack Yates High School, and so I have a certain love, certainly. I was actually raised in the halls. It was the old halls. My dad was the basketball coach here. for many, many years, and you know, coaches have keys to the building, right? And so we played and enjoyed ourselves here. But what's most important is what the Congresswoman said, to get vaccinated. You know, we cannot outrun a virus. We cannot outrun a common cold. But this is much more deadly than the common cold. And what we're not understanding is, if we do not get vaccinated, then this virus will get a variant that will be even harder and harder to vaccinate against, which means that we'll find ourselves having to get vaccinated every 6 months, every 8 months. That is just so unfair to our children. You know, we didn't grow up with masks, and this is a way of life for them. And so I certainly appreciate the Congresswoman letting me know that she was coming over here to this hallowed ground of Jack Yates High School. I thank Mrs. Tiffany Guillory, who always opens her doors to us, and certainly our illustrious mayor. And just also another vaccination site is Texas Southern University. And they are there from 8 to 4, Monday through Friday, 9 to 4, Monday through Friday.
Excellent.
So please come out and get vaccinated. I'm just telling you, this is one of the most important things that you can do for yourself and your family. And the bottom line is, the life you save may be your own or your family. So thank you so very much, Congresswoman.
So much for your leadership. Let me just finish by saying I have been engaged with the COVID-19 White House Task Force and HHS for a bunch of weeks now, trying to fight this lack of nursing. We just got off a virtual call yesterday to push the federal government to get more nurses here to help us, because the governor, I want council member to know, refuses to pick up the phone, because the way you get federal aid, and I want all the school districts to be aware, is that the governor of the state has to ask the federal government. The governors in Arkansas have asked, Arizona has asked, Mississippi has asked, Alabama has asked, and they have just sent crisis nurses from the federal government down to Alabama. But this state has not asked. At the same time, he signed the permitless gun law, so people are getting shot on the highways, little children are watching their fathers get killed. He can do that, to let criminals get guns with nothing, but he can't pick up the phone. And I want everybody to understand this. It's not personal. It is not personal, but it is ridiculous when you want to threaten school districts that are doing the right thing. I feel sad for Conroe ISD. Let me publicly say that 1,000 cases of COVID-19 among their children and employees. HISD, thank you to the superintendent and the trustees and the parents. So I want you parents to know, these people are trying to save your life. Bring your little one to school, or your high school to school. Make sure they have a mask on, or that they make sure they have a mask. Because even though I'm in the fight to protect you, because I've now got the Secretary of Education who says any school district that's attacked by the governor, we're going to step in and sue them. So Governor, get ready. We're here to fight, okay? The federal government is not going to let you undermine these wonderful people who are trying to help and save lives. So let me thank you, Madam Administrative Secretary. I got a little because I don't want to. Come on in, you come on in. I hope you get vaccinated. I hope so. But in any event, I just want everybody to know we're going to sign off, but we're here watching people get vaccinated, watching people dance. I think there's a dance class, but we hope that we'll see more people come in and get vaccinated. All right? Thank you so very much. Governor, you need to